Good morning. So, I want to talk about the art of just being like a flower, like being in true expression of yourself and in your true vibration and your true nature. And then allowing the universe to bring in and fill in around you what is relevant to you. And it's like an art when you start learning about, when you start living life that way, it becomes like an art because there is an element of, you come like a flower and you open your bloom and you express to the world who you are and show the world who you are, um, and you allow the universe to bring to you. But but then when the opportunities do come uh, surroundings, into your, I want to say aura, but it's not your aura. It's like your energetic field. When things do come to you, there is an element of recognizing them and seizing them, and there is also in that mamats, like there is a certain amount of effort that is put through, but then it's guided effort. It's effort that is put through very precisely and on the right things. So it's not like, okay, I'm just going to be a flower and the universe is going to throw things in my lap. The universe does bring and draw those things to you, but there is also a seizing of opportunity, seeing the opportunities because we're creating this flow and the flow that comes through you and the flow, and then we are sifting through the flow, this yes, this no, this yes, this no, and in that we're also making everything more exact to us. We're telling the universe, okay, this is what I do want. This is not what I want. Some of the things, we are kind of on the fence about as we learn to be more precise with ourselves and learn to be more in tune with ourselves and with our own vibration in nature. We were taught to, as most of us, yeah, there is no absolute in this, but most of us were taught by nature to take what is available, not take what we want. But if something that's kind of good comes along, then let's go ahead and take that. But what happens is when something kind of good comes along, I'm kind of a little bit at a loss of words this morning. Um, then that it's something that is not exact with us fills up the space and doesn't allow for what, we're telling the universe, yeah, this is what we want, even if it's not perfect in sync with us, and it fills up the space that, and doesn't allow room for what is exact with us to come in. It's like if we get into a marriage or a relationship that is not our ideal relationship, we have now a companion that is in our existence, that is holding the place of that relationship that we want, and in that way, where that place is not available for our perfect match to come in. And a lot of times, out of a feeling of scarcity, if I don't hold on to what does come, then there will be lack and I won't have. And that also comes from that also, like many things, comes from a place of feeling undeserving, or feeling like that the universe is not abundant, that if it's a scarcity mindset, if I don't grab a hold of this person that wants me, even if it's not my ideal match or what I ideally want, then I won't have, I'll be left without. Um, and so we fill voids with things that aren't exact with us. And as we grow spiritually, we start seeing that there is a flow, and it's a continuous flow. And as we take ourselves and make ourselves more precise with our core being and our nature, true nature, and what we truly want, then it's everything starts becoming more and more precise. The things that come into our life are more and more in sync with what we want, more and more. You can even see it with the people that you meet, and it's very uh, like you can see it. You don't people that aren't on your same wavelength or don't have things in common with you, you automatically don't have in your life. So the more you become in sync with yourself, the more that the people that come into your life are in sync with your true nature. And so there is no need to put on a face. When we're putting on a face or trying to be likable for everybody, then we're going to get everybody. If we are more in tune with our own natural self and who we are, then okay, so the universe will bring in the universe. We will draw to us people that are attracted to us without all the masks on. When we have masks on, we're drawing in other people that have masks on and that are trying to impress the entire world. There's nobody to impress. There is nothing to impress. This is an experience. We're going through a life experience. So if I spend my life trying to impress everybody and trying to be likable by everybody, then I am missing out on the unique opportunities the for there's this life experience. We are timeless, and okay, so we keep going through lifetimes, but this lifetime does have an exit point on it. And this lifetime, all it is an experience. That's all it is. And so if we want to make the maximum out of our life experience, we need to try to get that the work is not outer work. Let me look for somebody that I want to attach to. It's the inner work. Bring myself back to who my core is, to who I am. And in that, my surroundings will follow. If I know exactly what I want and I'm living my dream before it is existent in the outside has to follow. If I am a certain type of person, if I am a loving person, I'm not going to want the negative people in my life, or they're not going to be drawn to me because it'll be so out of sync with me that there won't be a connecting point. And so it's really learning how to sift through and the universe. If you are undecisive, maybe it's not the exact word for it, but it's good enough. If you're what you are vibrating out is a mixture, you're going to get a mixture. You're going to get a mix up. And the more precise you are and who you are, what you want with yourself, the easier it is for you to recognize it, and the more you will see those things in the universe, because everything is always all around you. All of the opportunities, all of the different mindsets, all of the different emotions, there are vibrational, emotions are vibrations, and they exist all around you at all times. And you can connect to whichever vibe you connect to. Have you ever noticed that when you're in a bad mood, that you see people in bad moods everywhere? And when you're a high vibing person, everyone around you is smiling, and because those things are around you at all times. Not only are they around you, but you also create them. So when you are a high vibing person and you come into the supermarket smiling, you're going to be greeted with smiles, because that was something that I learned years ago. When I smile at the world, my world is full of smiles, because when I go through the supermarket and I smile at people, they smile back, and it creates like this. So I create the atmosphere of my surroundings. When I'm in a high vibing place in the home, you can feel it in the home. It radiates from me, and it radiates to my children, and it radiates to people that come to visit, and it radiates to my food, and it radiates to my animal my animals, to any beings that are around me. That vibration, it radiates outwards. And so I create in that way my reality, but I also draw to me similar mindsets and similar opportunities. If you are an open person and you're excited about nature, then you are going to seek nature. You're going to have that in your life. It's going to make its way into your life by way of nature. So we draw to us what we are, and the more precise that we can get with ourselves inwardly, the more precise our outward circumstances will become. So I'm going to go ahead and end this here. So thank you for watching. I appreciate it.